In 1917, two girls in Yorkshire, England, borrowed their father's camera, went down to the stream behind their house, and changed the course of Gullibility forever. Their names were Elsie Wright and Frances Griffiths, and what they brought back were photographs that, to many people's astonishment, seemed to show real, living fairies.
Fairy dust, fairy dust, fairy dust.
The pictures featured the girls surrounded by delicate little winged beings, dancing and fluttering about like they'd just escaped a Victorian storybook. It was all very whimsical until grown adults started losing their minds over it.
I swear I will lose my mind.
The photos made their way to none other than Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Yes, the creator of Sherlock Holmes.
Sherlock Holmes?
The fictional detective who famously demanded evidence and logic. Doyle, apparently taking the day off from rationality, declared the photos genuine proof of psychic phenomena. He published an article in The Strand magazine proclaiming the fairies real, and suddenly everyone wanted to believe.
Agent Mulder believes we are not alone.
You have to remember, this was just after World War I. People were grieving, desperate for wonder, and looking for something, anything to make the world feel magical again. So if two little girls said they'd met fairies by the brook, who were you to argue? Well, skeptics did argue. Early photographic experts pointed out suspiciously crisp cutout lines, odd lighting, and most damning of all, that the fairies looked like they'd been traced straight out of a children's book.
Where are the children's books, please?
Spoiler alert, they had been. Elsie and Frances later admitted they used paper cutouts propped up with hat pins. But here's the best part. Even after the girls confessed, decades later, Frances still insisted one of the 5 photos was real, because apparently even when you admit to making up fairies, you've got to leave room for one genuine fairy encounter.
Genuine.
The Cottingley fairies are now a classic example of how badly people want to believe. They remind us that critical thinking isn't about being cynical, it's about asking questions, especially when something looks too good or too glittery to be true. Because sometimes all it takes to fool the world is 2 clever girls, a box camera, and a handful of paper fairies.